that the mic's not working. Sorry. Yep, it was unplugged. That's what happens when you don't stream for 2 weeks. Oh, man. It's all good now. So what I said before you could hear me was thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for just showing up and participating and hanging out with me for a little while. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for being my friends. Nicolau was numero uno. The other Nick, HBR Nick, was there. Mixture Fixers, Prime UFO, that's awesome. Friar Tuck, Steve, some call it fun. How's everybody doing? Raspy's on the Twitch. Oh man, Rich, all right. Hey, Quindor's here right off the bat. How's it going, brother? Thanks for being here. Oh, there we go. Come on, we got Jeff Hammer, we got Ray Cruz, we got guys. Oh, did I see that Reolink is coming with a doorbell? No, I did not. Let's take one moment before we jump over to Reolink and thank PCBWay for being the sponsor. They're being so good to me as well. So if you need any of the stuff that they provide, check them out. I was looking at a project that I'm probably going to ask them to make me some PCBs for. It's one of these, somebody sent it to me. I can't remember who it was, but it's one of these, it's basically like a server rack looking thing, but it's all, it's based on an ESP32 and you can connect a bunch of Ethernet cables and do a bunch of communicating through wires to different sensors and stuff around the house. So as more and more houses get built with smart homes in mind, and you don't have to maybe retrofit so much, you can do a lot more wired stuff instead of wireless. Increase your reliability and decrease your energy use, your Wi-Fi congestion in your house, etc. So anyways, but PCBWay, they do it all. Custom PCBs, CNC machine, 3D printing. They'll even assemble PCBs for you if you give them the parts list and all that stuff. Most of the parts they can get. So anyways, they've been great to me. Thanks, PCBWay. There is a coupon in the description. Now, Reolink doorbell, you say? Reolink doorbell, huh? Reolink doorbell. Oh, baby. Wired video doorbell with chime. Yes, please, and thank you. Oh my gosh. Now, I want it now. 5 megapixel HD is incredible. Twice as clear. Worry-free wired installation. So Ethernet must be. Power over Ethernet. Oh my gosh, I love Reolink. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I don't think I have an Ethernet by my front door, but I will because of this. About time, hey, yeah, it's about time somebody made this, right? I mean, who else has power over Ethernet doorbells? Does anybody? I don't know, but anyways, I'm getting it. I will get it. And I like it. It's compact. It's nice and small. What is this? Why is there's not a screen there? What is that about? Big picture. Oh, you're supposed to scroll over it so you can see it. That's what it is. Oh, that's clever. Clever little website thing. Ring does. Ring makes a power over Ethernet. Oh, well, this makes me happy. I'm surprised maybe I'm not on their nice list. Maybe I haven't done enough to promote them. But anyways, yes, that's fantastic. Thanks for the heads up, guys. I want one. I want one bad. I'm going to put this page up because this is the main topic for today. We're going back to ESP32 audio for today. Here, take my money. Mongo Wongo, you haven't missed anything, babe. We barely got introductions done. That's all. Did I just call you babe? I think I did. Got my Quinn Quad. Like the red version, fast shipping. Thank you, Raspy. I'm glad you did. I did not notice that your order came through, but I think 1st of August is when they'll be out. Awesome. The bad boys of Twitch, Mark Sutton. Cape Town power blackout. Oh no, Glenn. Yay, inverter. All right, good job, Solar. Good job, Solar. Is it Sunday if we don't hang out? I don't think so. We haven't had a Sunday in like a month. Still waiting for a Unify 4G G4 doorbell. I'm sure Unify would make a good one too. All right, thank you very much, Jace Kroof. Jace crew, let's just do unicorns for Jace. Just to get us in the vibe. Dun, dun. Finally caught a stream again, Kenneth. Well, you know what? You've probably caught the last one I did too, because I haven't done it in a couple weeks. A video, or what's a good video for power injection for the quad? That's where you're hung up. Power injection for the quad. You're hung up. So the quad makes, let's just we can investigate it momentarily here. The quad makes power injection pretty available. I don't want to say easy, especially since you just said you were struggling. I wanted to make it sound like, oh, you dummy. How could you be struggling? No. It makes it available by giving you all these extra terminals on the output side. Okay? So, whoop. Focus, focus, focus. Come on, focus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, this is the part of video where we refocus the camera for the 50th time. I'm sure there's a way that you can make this stick so that I don't have to do it every time. But I don't know what that is yet. All right, let's see. Configure video. We got to do a couple things here. White balance. It's better without. Exposure. We'll just do it there. And then autofocus. We'll take that off. And we'll focus it up. All right. That's usually what I do is focus it up. Okay. So for power injection, basically you can come off of any of these positive terminals with an extra pair of wires. So in most cases, you're going to have, your initial connector is going to come from, data line coming off of one of these, negative here, power here, right? But when you do power injection, just take a second set of wires. It can just be an 18 gauge pair of wires, just black and red wire. 18 gauge is usually good enough. 20 would even be okay, depending on what you're doing, but 18 gauge is usually fine. And then positive just comes off here, and negative just comes off here. Now, these 5 fuses, it shows you on the bottom how the fuses are paired up. So these first 2 terminals here are on the first fuse. The second 2 terminals here are on the second fuse. These are not the fuses. I'm just showing you this is where it's connected, right? These are diodes. And then this third, or I guess it's the 5th one over, is on the 3rd fuse. And then the next one is on the next fuse, and the next one is on the last fuse. So you've got all these different fuses that you can connect to. So you could say, so if you wanted to have it on a different fuse, then you would move it over to the 3rd terminal instead of on the 2nd terminal, right? Or you go down here to the end and connect it to one of these, and you can have it on these individual ones down here at the end as well. But then you just go out to wherever it is you want it to go. I don't know. Hopefully that answers your question. If it's not, ask now, because we got Quindor here, and there's nobody who is the master better than Quindor. These little switches, for everybody who's not gotten a newer version, these little switches that you see here are to switch the resistor. So there's an output resistor, and depending on how you've got your wires, if you have your wires are all totally separate, which is usually how Quindor does a lot of his projects, or a lot of indoor people do their projects that way. But if you're doing it through one of these kinds of ribbon cable looking things like this, then it's sometimes better to switch to the other resistor. So there's 2 here. One of them better if you do a ribbon cable kind of thing. One of them better if you do individual wires. Basically, if you hook it up and it's flickering, flip the switch. Try the other one. That's what I would say. Does that help? That's cool. Made a few videos about their products. They are so cool. Ooh, which one's that? Oh, this one. This Atom Echo thing. Oh, you made some videos about their project? Oh, I want to see them. wLED or ESPhome? Let's see. Just came in after working a whole day with Victron by a customer. Oh yeah, Mike Tennell, what's up? What's up with Victron and your customer? Problem? Default is 249 resistor for value for individual wires. Second is 33R for 3-wire cables. That's going to be easy to remember. 3-wire cables, 33R. I don't know if you can, probably could see it. I'm sure Quindor labels the heck out of these boards. Oh yeah, sure, totally. You can see it. You got to probably pop this little thing up somehow. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. That's okay. I can't really either because I don't have glasses on. Anyways, whatever. I'm going to leave it there for now. Struggling to understand that for some reason. Thanks. Okay, well, if you have, try it out while we're here. Raspy, try it out while we're here if you got the time, because we can, now's the time to ask. Orange stuff is just a little sticker you can peel off. Oh, I'm like trying to pry off the lid. There's no lid. It's just a sticker. That's what happens when you don't have glasses. You're old. Trying to get fancy with the tweezers. No need. Oh, I see. Yes, and then now the switches are totally available. You can just reach in there and switch them with something sharp. Ah, like that. There you go. So that would be on the 33 now. That would be on the 33. Back and forth here. Okay. Great. Sweet. And for everybody who's been buying the red version, it is the red version of the quad that I have on my site right now comes with the 33 resistor. It doesn't have the switch. It's just got the 33. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, just got home. You haven't missed hardly anything. I will probably have to end just a little earlier than usual because we got another meeting to go to today. I think it's at 1:30, so I got to be done in time to get to there. But let's have some fun with this. What do you say? Should we work on some of this? So last time we had a stream, which feels like forever ago, totally forever ago, I worked on getting an ESP32 hooked up as an audio player. Do you remember that? And at the time, all I had was like this tiny little speaker. So I didn't, I had to just put my ear down there and be like, yeah, I can hear it, because I didn't really have an amplifier. Since then, I've gotten out some of the amplifiers that I've had. This is just a fun little amplifier that you can put together yourself. I bought a couple of these, which actually work pretty well, and they're pretty cheap. I like them because they've got a dial, screw terminals, and a jack for headphones, or whatever you want to call it. For yeah, the audio. This is an audio in, so I can take this and do that, or I can. Oh no, that's right. That's the audio in. This is 5-volt power coming in, and then these are the channels going out to the speakers. So I could connect this to the speakers. So that's great. This one, similar, but obviously a lot more complicated, probably a lot louder. This is like these are like, what, I want to say 50 watts each on each channel, where this one's like 5, I think. So, but same kind of thing here. You plug that in, dial it up here, power in here, speakers out there, right? So if you're going to use one of these to use for audio with ESPhome, then you're going to want some sort of an amplifier, okay? Depending on what your purpose is. If you want to really blast something, then you're going to need a little stronger one. But these actually worked pretty well for me. I like those. But, and we can demonstrate that one too. I don't remember if we demonstrated that or not, but we can demonstrate that one as well. What we need is hot glue. Let's see. Is this thing? I wonder if this is charged. Oh.
Battery is about full.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. All right. Well, you could also just have a little speaker like this, right? This is just your regular old, any kind of battery-powered Bluetooth sort of a speaker, but plug it in like that, and away you go. You know. Let's do that real quick. Let's just give you an example of how this thing works. So I've already flashed this with ESPhome a while back. And with that now connected, I can go to Home Assistant here and find the media player. Let's just go right here and go media player. And I named it something to be able to find it, not Chromecast. I think it's like ESP32. ESPhome I2S Media Player. That's this guy. Pow. And then I can play something on it. I don't know what. Let's browse the media. Local media. I don't think I put any music in there. Nope. This is what I've been playing. Oh, it's too low. It does not want to play. Of course not. Why would it want to play? Oh, I guess I could do text to speech.
Hey, dummy.
Ah, did you hear that? I'll bring it over here closer.
Hey, dummy.
But you hear that like crackly crackly? I don't know what that's coming from.
Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy.
I wonder if it's a wire thing.
Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy.
I don't know if it's a wire thing or what. And then we played around with this music assistant, right? And with music assistant, you can select your media player. So in this case, the ESP2S media player is selected. And then I can go in here and select from all my favorite Pandora things, which is awesome. Copyright coming up. It kind of clicks like a record. But once it gets going, it's working great. It's the DAC. You think it's the DAC that's making that clicky click? But it works, man. It's not getting very loud. At all, actually. I can't do anything else to turn it up any louder. This says it's up 100%. Should definitely be louder. So, anyways, so there's some downsides. Now, you can do this. Sounds like interference with the wires. That's kind of what I thought it sounded like too, but Ferenc says it's the DAC, the digital to audio digital to analog converter on the ESP32, which may be true. I'm using an external DAC and the click went away. Oh, perfect. Well, that's where it comes in next. By the way, Ferenc, show me what external DAC you have, because I bought one and I obviously bought the wrong one, I think. But this setup, it works, okay? And to me, that's pretty awesome, because being able to make sound come out of an ESP32 connected to a speaker like this, to me is pretty cool. Just to be able to have a media player straight to an ESP32 and make sound come out, that makes me excited. I'm a simple man, but that's exciting to me. But it's not perfect, right? And that little clickety click click is part of what makes it not perfect. So let's disconnect this again. Boop, boop. And let's bring in this guy. So this I bought a while back, and it just arrived from AliExpress in the last couple days. So I'm excited to get to play with it a little bit. I started to play with it last night, but I stopped myself. I said, no, don't do it. Don't do it, DrZzs. Wait for the dudes. Wait for all the homies to show up, and then we'll do it together. So I restrained myself, and instead I watched the rest of that Eternals movie. And it was okay. It wasn't great. Anyway. So let's play with this thing. Now, if you go to, this is ESPhome GitHub IO media players, all right? And this is actually a flashing thing. You got the clipping away by setting Wi-Fi power saving to none. Oh, really? Where do you set Wi-Fi power saving to none? Is that in your ESPhome Sketch? You're using the max. Okay, let's check that one out. So this is the external DAC. I guess if you have an external... thank you, Seth. Volume to 100%, it might do that. Oh, With the volume up 100%, it might do that. So maybe if I turn the volume down, it might not do it, huh? An external amp would help. Yeah. Wi-Fi. Got the clipping in external deck before the Wi-Fi setting was set. Where do you set that Wi-Fi? Is that in the ESPhome Sketch? All right. So, okay. Well, we're going to have to check one of these out. I'll have to see if I can find something like this. This is the external digital analog converter. Okay, we'll come back to that. Reolink doorbell. Fantastic. All right, so this is what I have. This is the M5Stack is the, I think that's the name of the company. They make a lot of stuff. This is the Atom Echo, and it's actually this, the whole thing is just in this tiny little guy here. It's like the size of a, I don't know, piece of bubble gum. It's very small, but there's an ESP32 in there, and I guess there's a speaker in there. I know there's a speaker in there because I did actually get to do a little bit of stuff with it. All I did with it is it does come with software, which, I mean, I guess is functional. So I just powered it up. It does have a little LED here, and I can connect it to my phone, to the Bluetooth. Not that it's any good, but it will connect. Let's see. If that light turns green, it'll say it's connected, but right now it's not connected. Go show. M5 speaker. There it is. There, connected. So now the little light is green. Don't know if you can see it. And then if I play stuff on my phone, you can... It's really not a good speaker, but it's a speaker nonetheless. I mean, that's a really bad Nirvana. Okay, so it's a crappy little speaker, but there's a speaker in there. But it does have outputs here, so I think we can connect this straight to this or something like it. That's kind of my hope. But the reason that this is extra cool is because it's on the list of things that you can use directly with ESPhome. So just having it, oops, there we go. It's a cheap deck I bought on AliExpress. Nice. That's a cute little thing, isn't it, Yona? It is so cute. Signoff Mini with a speaker. In the sketch. Okay, cool. That didn't sound like max volume. Sound like electronic noise. It was repetitive, right, James? It was like the same. It was like the clicks were the exact same every time. But we'll see. You won't get a copyright strike. Oh, is that right? Oh, because it can't hear it? No way to get copyrighted. Don't think the algorithm will detect the song. As long as I'm talking over it, I've noticed too. Because they can't, it won't pick up the audio pattern if it's me interrupting it with some other talking. So anyways, this is the one I've got. So on this page, this is the media players, the GitHub media players page that I posted there for everybody if you want to see it. And there's a few of them here. I actually ordered this Muse Raspy Audio, which should have been here by now. I'm kind of surprised that it's not. I need to check the mailbox because it may have arrived. But basically, you go to this page, and if you have one of these devices, you can tell it which device you have, which is what I've done here. I just selected it. You select whichever one, and then it will. We're going to be able to flash a ready-made sketch from ESPhome on it. I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Sir Good Enough. By the way, thanks for being here. I missed you. Missed you. Thanks for being here. All right, so we're going to connect this. I've got it connected. I know it's connected with a USB cable that has data, right? And so we're going to connect there, and we are going to wipe out the firmware that it comes with. Install M5Stack Atom Echo. Yes. You want to install it. All the existing data will be erased from your device. I looked a little bit at what software they had, and there wasn't really anything I was going to keep, but this is all about going into ESPhome. So, you know, they've got some development software you can download and play with, but we're doing this for ESPhome, and there it goes. It's on its way. We are flashing that tiny little media player. Pretty cool, eh? We'll stay on this page while it does this. How's everybody else doing in the meantime? You guys have been having a good time? Sorry about, let's see, where was I last week? Oh, last week we went to a big lake here, which is smaller than it used to be, of course, because all of them are, but big lake, and we were out of cell range for the whole week, and it was really awesome. I liked being out of cell range for the week. Not that I don't like hanging out with you guys, but, you know, work and stuff is such a bother. But we got home. We got home a couple days ago, and I'm heading up to the Hobbit house tonight. After a little bit after this, probably about 2 or so in the afternoon, I'll head up to the Hobbit house tonight, and then I'm meeting with the electrical inspector tomorrow. So wish me luck. Hopefully he doesn't freak out and condemn the place. Remember back in the day how hard it was to flash things? I do. And isn't this amazing how easy this is now? 10-foot mega tree. Nice. Okay, now I can put in my Wi-Fi password because this is amazing. Flashing stuff is nothing like it used to be. Kids these days will never know what we went through. All right, so it's going to connect it. Now we're going to add it to Home Assistant. Holy cow, could this be any easier? Open my Home Assistant. Yep. Do you want to set up ESPhome? Okay. Host. What? Please enter the connection of your ESPhome node. Oh, that's this thing that I got here? I don't know the IP address of this thing. Do you think I need to do this? I don't think I do. I bet it just detects it. Let's just stop that for a second. We're going to go here. Oh, nope. I thought it would just detect it. Let's go back here then. Oops. I thought it would just detect it. Let's go to ESPhome. Why would it ask me for my ESPhome node? I mean, do you think that's because I got ESPhome set up here? Why would it do that? Web Tools example, 32 Media Player. Those are just all the ones I already have. Let's go in here to ESPhome and see. Oh, sorry about your retinas. Oh, they're burning. Burning. New device. I don't really want to add a new device. It should have just finished the setup for me. Ah, well, while we're thinking about it, let's just do this. Huh. Okay. We'll try to start this process again. Add to Home Assistant. Do you think we need to just, is the it's just my ESP or just my Home Assistant IP address? Stay cool. Think cool. Tried to squeeze in one last house chore. Showed up late on the stream. 2 times the speed to catch up now. Oh, good. Justin Z's. Now you're here. AI Thinker ESP32 audio kit myself. The nice thing is it works with Logitech Media Server. Using mine to stream audio from Home Assistant to use as a doorbell. Nice. So AI Thinker ESP32 audio kit. Okay. And so you flashed it with Squeeze Lite. It needs the device IP. Okay. Well, enter the connection signature ESPhome node. Okay. So you know what we got to do then? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's like that's a tricky step. Unfortunately, it would be nice if it just detected it as a new device, but I guess I can understand why it can't. So we'll just go in the router. We could also just use Fing. Yeah, I would think that page would already know where Home Assistant was. That was why I kind of got... Okay. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Nothing there to see. As an add-on for it so that you don't have to run a full server. Oh. For the Squeeze Lite? We saw nothing. Good. All right. So I got my router pulled up here, and I'm going to I'm just going to look for how long things have been connected and find the thing that has been the most recent. So we're going to sort by huh. So that's weird. Sometimes it lets me sort by how long something's been connected, but right now it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. So if I go here, usually I can kind of go over here and, oh, uptime. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, so we want the one that is pretty new. Interesting. I don't see any of the, I don't see anything really new here. It's got to be within the last few minutes, but none of them are doing that. Could be one of these, but I doubt it. Oops. That's not it. 85, that's not going to be it. Yeah, I put my Wi-Fi in. You sure you put in the correct Wi-Fi password? Sweet. Okay. That's the thing to do. Guys, you are genius. So did you see that? So what you do, so bag all this, like go into your router and trying to find the IP address, lame, right? That's lame. We don't want to do that. We want to do this stuff that's easy. So I went to the logs and on that page. So if we go back here, it's probably going to let me do it again. Good. So this is the device, right? This is still that install page. So guys said, go to logs. So I go to logs. There's nothing here, but when I hit reset device, it sends reset and now it sets it and now it connects to the network. You can see it's connected to the network. And so I should then be able to find my IP address in here, right there. There's the IP address. Bum, bum, bum. Yay. Okay. So 172. Now I can go back to this page and make it 72, right? Okay. Submit. Yes. And this is going to be in the office because we're going to be playing around with it in here and finish. Yay. Configure. Do you want to add this node to Home Assistant? Of course I do. Wait a minute, I already did this. Huh. Does that mean I'm going to have two? Probably not. I hope. All right, let's look and see. Oh, yep, we got two. Oh, well. We're going to delete one of them. There we go. All right, one device. Oops, I probably deleted the wrong one. Because there's no entities. Should have thought of that. Here it is. Adopt. Adopt. Configuration created. It's flashing it again. Set an automation to send you the IP on new devices. Ooh, That would be cool. The other ESP32 audio solution, Squeeze Lite, didn't work for me. I tried it and it didn't work for me either. It said that I didn't have enough RAM on my ESP32. Same thing it told me. So, and it turns out, and because Frank, not Ferenc, but Frank, said to me the same thing. He said, well, because I was asking why wouldn't it work, and he said, well, you don't have enough. It doesn't have enough RAM on the ESP32. And I looked at it, and sure enough, like most of the ESP32 devices that you're gonna find, they're not gonna have enough RAM. So it has to be one that is specific, probably specifically made for that, and that would be like that audio one. Who was it that said they had the audio one going? The from another company, not this M5Stack, but a different one. Probably didn't need to do this again, but whatever. It's a learning process. That's what we do here. We learn. Right? Raspy audio. Oh, you know what? Let me look for that. I didn't find a single ESP32 with enough RAM on the net. Agreed, Ferenc, agreed. But somebody said that they were running it. Who was it that said they were running something? How can work be so terrible with all your customers? What's that, Russ? With all my customers sleeping. Oh, yeah. You're right. Work's not so terrible. But it's not play either. That's the problem. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We're back on. We're in business. We're connected. Somebody was saying that they were using a different ESP32 audio player. Can't remember what it was. Anyways. Okay. So let's visit this thing. Here we go. What? Garage. Wait. Oh, wrong one. M5Stack audio. Oh, it doesn't have the... I want to see what this sketch looks like. Wow, there's like nothing here. Packages. Does all this. Wow. That's it. That's the whole sketch. Huh. ESP32 room E with 8 megabyte on its way. Oh, cool. Someone removed a spleen instead of a kidney. That's a bad day. Eesh. Eesh. Okay, well, now that we've done that, though, we should have a new media player, right? We should have a new media player. What do you think it's going to be called? M5Stack? Oh, I guess let's go to ESPhome. And wait, not there. Let's go to the integrations. Integrations into ESPhome. And then, dang it. It's because I deleted that. So it deleted the devices. What should I do about that? So it's got one device, but it doesn't have any entities. Restore from backup. Delete everything and start over. Probably true. Building a multi-sensor with text-to-speech with it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, reload. Okay. There it goes. Thank you, guys. Man, you are a genius. You should have your own show. Now we've got entities. Now we've got a light. This is going to be cool because this does have, like, I was reading about this little M5Stack thing. It's got an RGB W light in there. So we can go here, like, here. Turn it on. And it's white or it's red. or it's blue, or it's green. That's fun. Isn't that fun? That's fun. Turn down the brightness. Dude, this thing's awesome. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. All right. Binary sensor. What does the binary sensor do? Oh, the button. Oh, sweet. Is it this main button here? Yes, it is. Oh, you guys can't see that. So it created a binary sensor, and when I push the button, the binary sensor comes on. So it's just got a button you can use for whatever you want. Sweet. And then, of course, the media player. The media player. Excellent. All right. Now let's go to Music Assistant and let's add another media player here. I don't remember how to do that. I think it's probably in the integration, maybe. Let's go here and let's find Music Player again. Radio Browser. I think it's here. Music Assistant. Configure. Here we're going to add another entity. Perfect. M5Stack Echo Media Player. Yes. Oh, and now it gives you some information. All right, so enables. Oh, this is just the rest of that configuration. We're just going to leave the rest of this the same. That's the rest of the configuration for the Music Assistant. Okay. So now we go back to Music Assistant, and now we should have a new media player. There it is. M5Stack Audio. Off. Idle. Perfect. Okay. So now that's the active one. And we can go to our tracks and we can play some songs. Maybe. It's playing. All my exes live in Texas. That also won't be recognizable enough for the algorithm to hit me. But there it is, man. Holy flippin' easy. Holy flippin' easy. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, but it's really quiet, right? So, this thing has a microphone too, it said. And I don't know, I guess, I'm not sure what you could do with this thing with a microphone. You could use ESP32 with audio as a mailbox notifier for when you got mail in your post box. For sure. You can use it for all kinds of things. Lights get you every time. That has a 3.5 out. It does not have a 3.5 output. After update, I lost media tracks from Music Assistant, but from Media Player works. Oh, that's a bummer. So let's, I can try and decipher what this says on here, but we can also look at the information here. Oh, yeah, this is what it costs. So this was the link from their shop. I bought mine from AliExpress. But there's there. They did not send me this for free. This was, I paid for it. So here's what it has. So 4 megabytes of flash, 1 button. I think these are the available pins. Not 100% sure. There's the RGB light that it has. This is the speaker that it has. Data out. I'm reading on this thing here. We'll look. It's probably got an image of it here. It does have a microphone. I don't know what can we do with that with Home Assistant. Anything else? I don't have an Ali affiliate link for that right now. So good enough. I don't. What's the sound quality? It's crappy. I mean, it's bad. It's really low. Like. Can you guys hear that even? Very, 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 very quiet. An out of context question. Man, I've been waiting like half an hour for somebody to ask an out of context question. Go for it, Ofer. It's almost like a headphone. It's really all it is, like an earbud. As an earbud, it's pretty good. What's the smallest PoE-enabled Linux board? Good question. I saw a video or something where somebody's running Linux on ESP32, which I cannot fathom. I don't know what the smallest PoE-enabled Linux board is, but maybe somebody else here does. Probably best with text-to-speech. It's like a tin can. Yeah, for sure. Let's run some... Well, we can do a text-to-speech through it. And not just text-to-speech, but audio like alarms and stuff, right? So text-to-speech is good, but something like an alarm. But what we want to know is, can we output from this? So let's keep looking at the docs here a little bit, because I want to know what is available. DC output from I2S channel. So that would mean from this, we should be able to go to an amplifier. We could try and go straight to the speaker. Let's try that. Full square wave audio, playing white noise for a long time. It's great for white noise. It's meant to stack and seems to be watch size for what I've seen. Yeah, there's stuff. It's probably why it is called stack, right? It's supposed to be able to put on top of each other. I should probably deal with these people more. I should probably make some sort of arrangement with them. Well, let's look at what I want to see a very, very close-up image of this top guy right here. Data sheet for the mic, for the Pico, D4, peripherals pin map. Okay, so you can do, yeah, data out is 22. 19 is a clock. Data in, 23. Oh, wait, BC, LK, LRCK. What is that? RGB and button. We suppose those things do. Maybe it has a small amplifier, so be careful attaching it to some audio line input. Not much bass. All about that treble. Left-right clock. I don't know what I would do with those. Factory default firmware, Bluetooth speaker, protocol, transmit audio. Yeah, that's just telling you what to do with their button, RGB, Pico, record, play. Oh, it says, oh, here we go. I2S pin not available. USB-C. What is pH 2.0 to 4P? What is that? What's that going to do? Okay, so there's ground, 5 volts, 26 and 32. 26 and 32. What do we got over here? We got ground, 5 volts. So there's a pin that's available. It's 21 and maybe 25. So for doing other things, like if you wanted to use this to other things, avoid line input from I2S. Tiny amp for sure. I'm here for the magic smoke. Did it happen yet? No, but it's getting close. So avoid line output. Okay. So I can't just connect this and connect it to a speaker. Is that what you're saying? That's what that means? Someone at my friend's office bought a pre-made one of those random audio devices. They had a blast hiding it in each other's office. You could, I mean, this thing could, they've show it like connected to like a battery pack or something. You could totally connect it to a battery pack and just stick it somewhere and send little messages from Home Assistant and make people do funny things. I really would like it to be more useful as a speaker though. Maybe I need one of these others that's a little bit more capable. This is what's inside of it, if you wanted to see what's inside of it. There's the tiny little speaker right there. Record and playback. I mean, it... Okay. At the minimal volume at first. Tiny amps maybe, not a speaker load. Yeah, but I mean, what if but what about a powered speaker? That would be okay, right? This won't draw. This won't suck a bunch of power out of it. What happened? Let's try. Let's try. Just for kicks. Kickses. Okay. I need a... how we're going to get a right and left channel out of this thing. I have had, yes, Life 360 issues saying everyone is away all the time too. Yeah, I just noticed that today. And it says it has IR, right? It does say it has IR. Right there. It says IR G12. M2 screw hole. Is that how you hold? Is that how it's held together? 5 volts ground and then 20. What is this PH2 0 to 4P? What does that mean? The release docs for Home Assistant. Change the integration in the latest version. Oh, okay, cool. So, what would I connect? I need a right and a left output from this. Is there such a thing? Probably not. How about just one output? Just one audio output to go to a speaker. Oh, is this it? SPK, 0.5 watts, 8 ohms. That's impressive. You scrolled twice and went right back to the same thought. That was skill. Oh, man. My wife goes to unknown throughout the day. Is a type of connector. Okay. What, the 4P, just 4 pin? Okay. Thank you, Jeff. That just means that's what kind of connector you can connect there. Back to the subject of Life 360 for a second. One thing I have noticed is how good the app is for finding people now. Like let's see, this one. This is from the app. This is from the Home Assistant app, right? So this is not from Life 360. I'm pretty sure this is from the Home Assistant app. This must be a different device. Oh no, this is from Life 360. Yeah, this is from Life 360, and this is from the Home Assistant app. So the Home Assistant app has gotten significantly better with tracking. The problem is you have to have the app on phones and things of your family if that's what you want to do. Glad to see the floating head has grown a body. How's it going, Ahmad? How's it going? The speaker on a regular ESP. Where do you connect the speaker on a regular ESP32? Oh, good question. 25. Wait, yep, 25 and 26. So it gives me 26, doesn't it? Still good enough. You're a genius. 26 is right there. 26 is right there. So let's try that. Somebody sent me all these awesome little jumpers. That was sure good enough. He saw me struggling so often with my jumpers. Let's just take 3 of these. I think I can use these. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Let's try I'm just going to see, can these connect on here? No. No, they can't. Darn it. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We can do this. Wait, what's here? Oh, there is 25 right there also. So there's 25 and 26 are both available. Ooh. Okay, well, this is going to go 20. We'll put this one on 26. That'll work. Yeah, that should work. That on 26. And then we're going to do some of these. We'll go 25. I don't know if anything's going to come out of 25 or not, but we'll give it a go. And then we'll go to ground. We could even do ground here, maybe. Let's do ground over here. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, let's try it. Ground goes here. I know you can't see what I'm doing. It's okay. It's not that exciting. Just screwing some wires to some things. I'll show you in a second when I've got it all connected. And then I don't know which is going to work, or if either or neither of them are going to work. So we're going to connect 25 and 26. All right, so let's look at what we got here now. Now we'll get the camera on this. Okay, so 25, pin 25 is available on the side up here. So I stuck a jumper in there. Pin 26 is available through that, what did we call it? The P2.0 PH connector. Is that what it's called? HV2 something, whatever. This connector on the side. So I just stuck a female end on that. I hope that'll make a connection. Feels like it's connected pretty solid. And then ground. So then I've got them going to my stereo connector here. Since I don't know which one, this is probably only putting out mono. It's probably not putting out stereo, but we'll give it a go anyways. We're going to go here. We're going to go to this and turn it way down. I don't know if that's going to matter with this. We'll turn it way down. We will plug it into a powered speaker. And then we'll see if we get any audio. Okay, come on, George Strait. No, it's only coming out of the tiny little speaker here. It's only coming out of the tiny speaker. It's not coming out of this big one. Okay. So that was a fail. From sunny Mallorca or Major California or Major Canada. Home Assistant app plus Wi-Fi connection works 100% perfect for me in terms of home and away. Right. The Home Assistant app. I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear. Is it the I2C output? Breadboards as well. That's right. He sent me breadboards as well. Dang it. Okay. Well, let's go to this, see if there is any more information here. I don't think there is. GitHub. Customize the firmware. Device is adaptable in the ESPhome dashboard, and configuration is on GitHub. Oh, here's an affiliate link. This is an affiliate link for Nabukasa. So let's use them. If you're gonna buy M5 stuff, use the Nabukasa link. Spain on holiday, lucky. All right, who else has an idea? Who else has an idea about connecting this thing to a speaker? Because it needs to be louder. Louder. Resistor between the speaker positive and ground to get a proper line out. I don't think the value of the top of my head. Okay. Put a sticker on the device that usually has the pinouts for the M5 stuff. It came on the device. It's this right here. Looking at the schematic, they have a little external DAC in there, and the speaker comes off that NS4168. Okay, SPK. Okay. Is that the green? Oh, so that's the data out. SP. Oh, okay. Okay. So instead of connecting it to 25 and 26, we are going to connect it to 22 and 19. Oh, as soon as I did that, I got some sound. Oh dear. Oh, maybe. Nope. Nope, not yet, but maybe let's try the other one. Still might need to just connect up the other dude. Got it. Sounds totally crappy. Sounds like an AM radio. And then it shut off. Maybe blasted it. Says it's playing, but now I'm getting nothing. Yep, that may have been the magic smoke, kids. Now I'm not getting anything. Remember when it said don't connect to that? Remember when it said not available? Oh no, it's still working. Oh, intermittently. Not very well. It's angry. Yep, we turned it up a little too loud. And now it's dead. Whoopsies. Oh. Okay. Working. It's not happy though. It's really not happy. Okay. Well. Oh, and then it just stops. Yeah. Ha. Okay. Well, what have we learned? Not another X's in Texas. So what did we learn from this? Rip. Get the Dremel. You could probably shape that into a hearing aid shape. Power save mode. Well, let's go back. No, what we were using, IoT, is we were using the M5Stack thing. We're using this guy here. And it was working okay. It wasn't great. Let's play something else. It was working, but Okay, it's working again. But it's a really, I mean, it sounds like you're listening to a headphone speaker without it being in your head, you know? So it's not great for actual audio output. And I connected they do make the speaker outputs available. So the speaker outputs are right here. So this is the speaker, NS4168. That's the speaker. And these two pins here are probably the right and left. You know, the I squared S output is right here, these two. So I connected it to these two and ground to this guy and then connected it to a powered speaker here. And it sounded like total crap. And then it stopped working. So the big picture is it's pretty easy to flash this with ESPhome. If you want some really minimal sounds, maybe it would be okay. Like, let's see what the text-to-speech sounds like. We can send some text-to-speech to this little dude, probably. I don't think it's going to sound very good, but we can send some text-to-speech. It's very cool that it has a button and a light, but the primary purpose here is media player. So, oh, not playing. Oh yeah, it is playing, but wow, it's quiet. Okay, we got to turn it way up to hear anything. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's like a headphone. It sounds good, but it sounds good if it's in your ear. So that's unfortunate. Dang. Build your own ESP-based Bluetooth speaker. That's what we're working on. Seems a better idea. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to try, Alexander. That's what we're trying here. This was an option that they were listing as their, sort of compatible ESP32 audio, ESPhome audio devices. There's some things I like about it, but I got to work on that. The amp might be toast after the speaker setup. Could be. You're going to get magical smoke in your ear when it finally pops. What'd I miss? I broke my device. That's what we missed. Flying your DJI Mini 3 Pro drone. Nice. I need to get a good drone someday. Well, probably. Let's go back. Let's take some steps back. Okay, if we think of anything else we want to do with this M5Stack, well, we've got it here to play with. Let's go back. Let's rewind. We're going to go back to the ESP32 because it was able to output from its onboard DAC just fine and get us a pretty good audio, but it did the crackling. So let's fix the crackling. From what I learned, ESPhome Media Player is best for text-to-speech and squeeze light for music. Probably true. But the squeeze light has that pesky little issue with you have to have so much RAM, right, to put it on there. Is that what you mean? You have to, like, your little chip has to be a bit more memory than most of them are going to come with. Now, for anybody that missed this before, this thing that I'm connecting now is just a regular old Quinn LED ESP32 that I flashed with a ESPhome Sketch for a speaker and made it a media player in Home Assistant. So now I just have this ESP32 I've got one wire from ground going to this, and I've got one from GPIO 25 and one from 26. It's going to a powered speaker, and when I try and play music on that, it plays just fine. It plays just fine. But it crackles. Used to play just fine. There it goes. Okay. And we can turn it up and everything. I mean, it's good. Okay, so it's good. Google Home does not have Google Home doesn't have speaker output. So there's my problem with Google Home. I'll tell you what I want to do with this though. Remember this. Remember, I still have my imaginations of taking a treasure chest box with an ESP32 in it and having it light up, having it make sounds, having sensors on there for temperature, touch, whatever, and be able to control it from Home Assistant, you know? So that's why I'm playing with this. So having this ESP32 like this connected to a speaker is actually pretty good. But the problem was that crackling, which it seems to have not been doing now. Let's pick a different song. See that crackling every time? It's like you pick up the needle every time. See that? So, somebody said in the sketch, a Raspberry Pi Mini with USB Mini DAC is a good solution, probably. Google Home can have a speaker output if you have a soldering gun. Yeah, right. If I want, I mean, for that I use Alexa because Alexa comes with a audio output, so you can connect that. Tapping in the input of the, which is in the amp, so he didn't overload the amp yet. So I was taking my input directly from where they connect their speaker, right? Is that what I did? And I was connecting it to a speaker that has power already, so it wasn't trying to power the speaker. The Muse device, let's look and see because it may be out in the, I gotta put my Amazon cart over here so you don't see all the things that we order on Amazon. It's embarrassing. Because it was supposed to come, and I thought it was already here. Okay, my wife just gave me the 15-minute warning. I got 15 minutes, then I got to go to this meeting. Let's see, looking. Zoe's at what farewell? Hey, buddy. Yeah, streaming. You can come in. Come say hi to the dudes. Dawson's coming in. Say hi. Track. It says it was delivered July 6th. It's got to be in the mailbox. Crap, I should have got it out. Well, that'll give us something to talk about next time. It's just water. So this is what I have in the mailbox out there. Hopefully it's not melted. So we'll play with this next time. We'll play with this one next time. Signoff 4 channel for your sprinkler. Sent you a pic in Discord. Nice. I'm hungry. Ooh, very nice. Simple. Zone 1, zone 2, 3, 4. Easy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. What are you running? Are you running Tasmota or ESPhome? Oops. So everybody else can see. Running Tasmota or ESPhome. And here's my... Oh, and now it's currently unavailable again. So I bought it and it's out in my mailbox, so I'll go get it. DAC hat for Raspberry Pi 4. That's probably... But see, this is... I want this one because it's ESP32. So this will do the same thing. This may end up being the best solution because it's going to have better output to go to a speaker and still give me available pins to do other things. So this is probably going to be the best solution, but I wanted to try the M5Stack, and I tried it, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It had bad impedance match with both amps connected at the same time. Oh. Can't see, can't see. Tasmoda, got it. Power save mode, none. That's all I got to do? Okay, let's do that. So let's go in here. Let's go to ESPhome. Boom. My ESP32 Media Player, which is online now. And we are just going to add, we'll just add under Wi-Fi, like that. Install. It actually is plugged into the computer, so we could do it that way. Let's do it wirelessly though. Okay, so we'll update that and we'll see. Now you hope you're right, because you could break it. Do I have a tutorial video for setting up ESP32 as a media player? I've been trying to find a way to do it, and I have not been able to. We did it well, that's kind of what we did today, Ian, but we did it on the last stream as well, I think. But I can show you in just a minute here, when this sketch is done uploading, this is the sketch you need. So I can review it real quick here as soon as this is done updating. So where should I put that resistor? Those Raspberry devices are meant for this stuff, right? That's the resistor I talked about earlier. So to do that, so this mismatch just uses more power. Who cares? It'll be okay. Bad impedance match with both amps connected at the same time. So to fix that, I put a resistor somewhere. That's what you're saying? Okay, great. All right, so let's look at this. This is for Ian. Was it Ian? Ian asked for this, yes. So let's look at this sketch. So I went through the process and just started a new ESPhome device, okay? And the board that you select is the ESP32 Dev. And this is the important part right here. If I'm using right now using the internal digital analog converter on the ESP32. So that is this setup. So with this, it automatically is the digital analog converter on the ESP32 is already wired in for GPIO 25 and 26 as your two channels. So with that, you go GPIO 25 and 26 and ground to one of these stereo input 3.5 millimeter jacks, okay? And then I'm just plugging it into that speaker because that makes it easy. If you had an output, if you wanted to connect it to a different external DAC, then you use these pins, this part of the sketch here, but I didn't worry about that. And that was it. That was really it. It was ridiculously easy. Now let's go back here, now that we changed that sketch, and let's see if it's ready to go. Still crackles. Still crackles though. Yep, crackles every time. Dang it. Okay. What else do we do to get rid of the crackles? Use an external DAC. Maybe the internal DAC uses too much CPU for music. Well, it does it when I do text-to-speech also, unfortunately. So if I go to just ESPhome Media Player, this guy right here. If I go text-to-speech,
Hey, dummy.
it works, but that better speaker wire, maybe. Put your finger on the ground. Maybe it's an issue. Maybe the ground is the issue.
Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy.
I mean, we could try. I could try better connections.
Hey, dummy.
It says ground somewhere else.
Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy.
Still got some experimenting to do. Still got some experimenting to do. But we were able to flash. We did demonstrate, and this was probably the main important part of all this, was we did demonstrate how easy it is to flash stuff like this from this page. So this is the ESPhome Media Player page. It would be nice if they had just a regular ESP32 that you could do as well. Maybe that's something to add here. But regardless, I've got this. So we did this device right here. This one, I don't think I bought this one, so maybe I need to buy this one just for kicks. Maybe this one has a different amp or something. That's fine. And then this one we've got in the mailbox, and we'll do this next week. Okay. Too repeatable, right? It's the same every time. So you think it's the DAC because it's so repeatable rather than the wires. I think you're right. Just because it's the same, it sounds the same every time. It's the same click a click. It's the same click a click, click a click. The other thing that I will do is I will pick up something like this. I'll get some of this, like an external DAC like that, and we'll try it as well. That might not be for a couple more weeks, but that's what we're working on. Okay, I got to get ready to go to this other meeting before we don't want to make Mrs. Z's mad, so let's call the kids up for sign off. It is powered with a power supply. The ESP32 is powered with a power supply. The speaker is powered with a battery. So maybe that's something else we'll try at another time. I got some. Oh, you can't even see these 3D printed flames to go up to the Hobbit house. We'll get it next time. You got the full finished speaker, Ray? You like it? Oh, my back. Good to be here again. It's good to have everybody here again. Thanks for being here. We will stream. I'll be able to stream next week. Rowena's here. I'll be able to stream next week. Maybe from the Hobbit house. Probably from here. Okay? All right, guys. How do you want to sign off? Like monsters?
Aliens.
Like aliens?
Because we're watching a...
How does aliens sound? How do the aliens sound on the show you're watching? Beep, 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 beep.
No,
Something like
they
that?
sound normal. Kind of.
Okay, we're just going to be silly. Silly, sign off. Look at Zach's hair. Hold on, Zach. Bring your hair down here. Look at this kid's hair. For a long time, he didn't even have a head. Now look at that hair. Crazy boy. All right. Thanks for being here again, everybody. I do greatly appreciate that you guys take the time to come hang out with me on Sundays. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, sign off. Ready? We're just going to be goofy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. I have an outro clip somewhere.